Good morning, everyone. Today I'm working on my collection obsession again with the girls from, or the scrappers from Crafty Low or No Spend, because we're trying not to spend money, except for you'd never know it from me. I do try not to. I'm being really good not even looking now. But unless I go to Tuesday morning, then all bets are off, because it's like you just can't pass up that deal. Okay, so today I am scrapbooking this picture. My oldest daughter just sent it to me. My second grand, she's got on a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer pajama. It looks like it's got a little tail, it's got a little hood, and my other granddaughter, the oldest one, she just looks like, you're kidding me. And so anyhow, my daughter, she was calling it the No Reindeer Games, or Reindeer Games, or something like that. So that's what I'm gonna call it. I think it's so cute. It was before they decorated their tree. And so I'm using the Mintay Merry Little Christmas again. And this is paper 1. So I remembered to bring that out this time. I'm also going to be using some of the acrylic snowflakes and the foam snowflakes that I got at Hobby Lobby. And you've seen that if you watched my haul video. And here's the acrylic ones. They're like a blue and a white, and they have like a little bit of glitter on some of them. I'm also going to be using letters from Simple Stories, Color Vibe, and they are all like wood grain, and there's 3 different sizes. So these are the ones I'm going to be using on this one, and it's got this size, and then the small ones, and then the larger ones, but I'm not going to be using the larger ones. And so, oh, and I'm also using one of the papers to map my photo. This one kind of has like a lighter color of like the colors that are in the picture. So I'm using that, and it's from Mintay's Basic Book 2. It says background's neutral. And I just like that. I was thinking about using this, because I think that would look good too, but I did not want to cut down this picture. I love it. So it's like, I just figured I'm going to use the other because I can make it the size I want it. And I don't think I have any craft that's that color. It's either darker, I think it's darker. So I'm going to be using this, and I'm leaving this paper just as it is. I just think it's gorgeous. I just love, love, love it. And here's what the back side looks like. But unfortunately, I'm going to use this one. I just think it's so pretty. And so I'm going to mat this on here. And I'm going to kind of put it kind of in the middle, but maybe a little bit more to one side, because one side I'm going to use that cute little car. So I think I'm going to put it just a little bit more this way than the other way. And I think it needs to go about like that. Is that where I thought it needed to go? Yeah, I think about like that. And I'm thinking that's probably about the right height. And so I'll be making each of them a page, and I'll probably make them identical. I mean, there's only 2 years between them. I thought about using more of a, actually I was thinking about using a game paper, but I just didn't like the colors with the colors here. I just kept thinking, oh, I really want pink in the picture, so this is where it ended up, right here. Okay, I think I'm going to put this about here. Oh, I made sure I had the right side there. Did I measure and make sure I had it straight? So I think this is probably about where I want it. And I'm gonna put this cute little car. And I was gonna bring up some of the things on dimensionals, but it's really hard to do the reindeer unless you put like toothpicks behind their legs. So I am going to, since I have the snowflakes, they're gonna be my dimensional thing. So I'm gonna just bring this up kind of a little bit more in the middle. And this down here. And this paper is just so gorgeous. And I love the pink too. I use the pink for something. Did I use the pink side or the other side? I think I used the other side of the pink. There's a pink that looks just like this. Oh, I've got 2 bottles of glue now, so I don't even know which one I'm opening. Okay, I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue on those little pieces that I don't want to pop up. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of put this so that the poinsettia looks like it's laying correctly. Okay, and I'm just gonna leave that open since I have it here. And then I have a wreath, and the way that this is drawn, it's like I can't decide which way it should go because it's the poinsettias are kind of upside down in part of it if you have it tilted. So, I mean, regardless. So I'm gonna put this about here. So I'm just gonna decide where I want my, I'm gonna put the little house in here. So I'm gonna decide kind of where I want the little house. And so I kind of want it, I guess, right here because I don't want it to be totally covered up. So it's gonna be a little, so that the flower isn't covering up the whole thing. So I'm trying to find where it's flatter. So maybe right about there. I don't know, I thought I had one spot that looked better than the rest. But now I'm not seeing it. Okay. So I'm just gonna stick it about here. Figure that's about the spot, and then I'm gonna do this. Decisions. Maybe about here. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. Now, where was that? Maybe I can tuck these little berries right behind the house. Okay, that kind of works there. Let me see if I can kind of move this over now. Because I want to be able to see that cute little house. Because there in the house, it's like I just think it looks cute there. And then we have a little reindeer, which would be Tegan. And then the bigger reindeer, which is Brenna. In my mind, you know. You know how I got the whole story going on in my head. Okay, and you know how you always have to glue the skinny parts. Okay, I think that should do it, and there's a little bit of tape popping out there. And I'm just gonna overlap the picture a little bit with this. You know, I just don't have a problem overlapping them. My goal is just not to drop tape or glue on them, because then I have to reprint them. Well, if that's an option, you know how that one day I dropped something on a picture I couldn't reprint. So luckily it cleaned up amazingly. I just love all these cut parts. I just think they're adorable. Okay, so my part's almost done. Well, I guess I'm the only part here. It's almost done. Okay, so I'm going to put a couple of whites and a blue, a couple of whites and a blue up here. Oh, my title. So I'm going to put, I've lost a couple of my letters here. So I'm going to put Reindeer Games right here, and I think I want them touching. So I might have to kind of adjust it. Now when I use this, it's a Thicker's line guide. I usually put it on wax paper still, just in case it sticks to something. I want it to stick to something that I can pull it off of. Okay. And you've seen I've used it lately and it works pretty good. Okay, but now I decided I want them touching, so I'm gonna just kind of line these up maybe a little better, as long as they're not stuck. Am I in the screen? Yes. Okay. So this is Games. My daughter kept saying, oh, we have Reindeer Games. So I kept expecting her to get out this game that I've never played before, but it was these girls. So now I know. And I'll tell you, it took me a little bit just to find, you know how I complain about there never being enough E's. Oops, I gotta turn it all the way upside down. There's never enough E's. I thought about using burlap letters because they're like some of my favorite. But when I looked at those, they just look too rustic for this. Even though this looks like wood, it looks less rustic for some reason. I guess I should have just turned off the camera and did this, because you know how it takes me a little longer, and I think it's because these are pretty flimsy. The simple stories, you know, when you buy a book, it's like those things are pretty flimsy, and these are just like those stickers. Even though I like them that we have an option of sizes, because sometimes they're either way too big or way too little, and I kind of like this size every now and then, which is what? I don't know if I can tell by this. These are, they're not quite 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so there's my Reindeer Games, and now I'm just going to glue these. I've got some of the foam ones, and I think I'm going to put this one here, so I kind of have, and then over here I'm going to do the same thing, trying to mix up the colors a little bit so they're not right next to each other. And I don't know what's the best thing to glue these down with, but we're gonna find out if this does it. And I just got the middle and about 4 of the outer part of the snowflakes. Guess I'm kind of for all of it. Okay, and maybe one here. And I'm just kind of laying them down randomly, because otherwise snowflakes I kind of always want to decide which way I want them, and it's like they would be falling all different ways, so I'm just going to try to not pay too much attention to the way that I lay them. And the only thing is, you do need to look to see, let's see, I think I'm going to put this one up here. Look to see what the front and the back is, because the back is definitely whiter than on them. I don't know, this might have been the first time I've ever had like these kind of acrylic things. And I've seen people use the acrylic ones, and these ones are super cute. Okay, so this one I'm going to put the opposite, or maybe blue in the middle, so they're just not the same as the other ones. I was going to put some of the Christmas balls down here, but once I decided I was going to do the snowflakes, I really like that idea. So, and I hadn't used them yet, so it's kind of fun to use them. Okay, and I have some enamel dots that are kind of clear. In fact, they almost look like water drops, but they're a little whiter. So I'm going to use some of the small ones and just kind of put a couple here and there. I think it'll just add to the look of the cold. Maybe one more down in here. Okay, so that's it for today. And thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. I'll have close-ups at the end. Remember to check out the other girls. I have them linked below. Bye-bye.